Joining me today is Dr. Bob Weil, known as Dr. Bob, who is a respected sports podiatrist. And he is back on the show for the Sports Doctor is In segment. He also has his own radio program, and we're so happy to have him back because this month is going to be the new medicine. Eat smarter, keep moving, and reduce stress. But before we do, Dr. Bob, can you tell me about the radio show and how it's going?
It's about 45 years, give or take a few weeks, Christine, that I've been playing around on the radio. Almost the whole time, the title was The Sports Doctor. And we have such a huge umbrella of topics that cover everything from family relationships, youth sports, the world of nutrition, sports medicine, all things fitness and wellness. It's a live show. So sometimes, I might have somebody who's on the wrong time zone, maybe mixes things up. We have incredible guests, international guests, national guests. My guest, matter of fact, next week, Michelle Blood, is a former Australian rock star, but now her thing is affirmations to music and self-development. So we have so many different topics. And I was just thinking when you mentioned that, how long have we done the segment on your great Run With It show? It's got to be a good few years.
Yes. And I mean, it's been wonderful information every month. And, and I can't wait to be on your show.
Yes. Well, it's interesting. The overabundance of medicines, the constant array of diet programs, the challenges of trying to stay healthy that we're all involved with, trying to stay healthy as we're getting older, has allowed us to really pay big attention to what is the new medicine and how important is it to at least include it. So again, it's a three portion situation again where number one, eat smarter, pay attention to nutrition, don't drive yourself crazy. You don't have to go on any kind of a specific program, just be smarter. Matter of fact, September is fruits and vegetables month. That's a good place to start. And number two, in whatever you choose to do, keep moving. Whether you're a runner, whether you want to go to the gym, whether you enjoy pickleball, whatever it happens to be, we want to keep moving and stay active. And today, we all know what a big deal mental health is, and we really have to pay attention to doing whatever we can to reduce stress for ourselves and our families and associates. It's amazing, Christine. No matter where in the world I have guests on, and no matter what their vocation or topic is, one of the biggest points of concern is mental health. And of course, the pandemic, magnified that by 1,000 times. So eating smarter, keep moving, staying active, doing things to reduce stress, whether you want to include meditation. I'm a big meditation fan. I think people should pay maybe 10, 15 minutes a day, just being quiet, reflecting in whatever method they want to use. And we have a lot of guests who talk about that. We call it the mental game. All of these sides of, again, whether you're trying to be the best runner, a competitor, or whether your son or daughter is a serious athlete, the mental game is a big deal. Besides that, strengthen your feet and ankles for the sports podiatrist. Tune of the day, right, Christine?
Yes, right, Dr. Bob, and I've been doing my homework. But to start on this is no better time than to start now and take these baby steps, right? Eat a bit smarter because it's a process.
Yes,
and then keep
I
moving.
think, again, if we can take the pressure off ourselves, and there's so much pressure. In the United States, we're one of only 2 countries in the world where TV constantly advertises medicines and drugs. can't get away from it. And just as popular as the diet programs and all of these things, obesity is a gigantic problem all around the world. Childhood obesity. So the idea of trying to pay attention, whether it's for your family or yourself, find an activity that you really enjoy, whatever it happens to be. I'm a big walking fan. I've always enjoyed, I wrote an article, 15 years ago for schools and for parents, which was get these kids walking. And we wanted to include that activity. So we want you to choose an activity. Again, you could be working out at home. You could be doing stretching. You can go to the gym. You might be a serious runner like you are. How long have you been running?
Since 1998.
Wow. So again, and how many miles a week are you doing?
I'm slowed down. I'm like roughly, I run every other day, but maybe like 30 miles, 40. I just run by time now these days, Dr. Bob.
Well, that's because you've been listening to my show all these years when I told you to
Yes.
back off 10 days a week and running 50, 60 miles a week. Rest and recovery. Again, we would include that in parentheses when we're talking about reducing stress, whatever your activity happens to be. And it's interesting, the more serious the athlete, the more aggressive, the more we see the importance, again, of rest and recovery, allowing your body to heal. And all of these things go into all of these aspects of doing the two things everybody cares about. And number one is trying to prevent injuries and stay out of trouble as best you can.
Yes.
And for those interested in enhancing performance. I know you're always interested in being 2 steps quicker, right?
Yes. And Dr. Bob, people want to reach out to you. Where can they go?
The website sportsdoctorradio.com has got a whole history of so many of these different things we've done. It's got a million. If you go to radio shows, there's years of radio shows that you could choose and pick what you'd like to listen to. We do have thousands and thousands of followers. And we're very active in good sports medicine, fitness, wellness information on both Twitter or now X at sportsdocradio, or on LinkedIn. So they can check us out. Again, the still very popular book, hashtag Hey Sports Parents. The reason I co-authored this book, there's an epidemic of youth sports overuse injuries, Christine, and we need to pay attention if your son or daughter is an athlete to try to prevent problems. It's a big deal.
Yes, yes. And Dr. Bob, thank you so much for your time and looking forward to next month.
Absolutely. And again, we're going to get you back on the Sports Doctor. We love trading our shows. Thanks, Christine.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.